Hey guys, and welcome to Ardent Sports, and today I am talking about Mookie Betts, David Price, Alex Verdugo, and that entire trade, and what's been going on in the last 6 days, 5 days, whatever it's been. So, Mookie Betts and David Price, to the media, have been traded to the Los Angeles Dodgers from the Boston Red Sox for Alex Verdugo and a prospect. However, there has been a snag in the whole entire trade with some medical reports that the prospect they would have been getting from the Twins has been... The medical reports basically, some say that he can still showcase as a starter. Some say that he's kind of stuck as a reliever now, which isn't really the worst thing in the world because look at guys like Dellin Betances. He started out as a starter, had an injury, turned in one of the best relievers in baseball, well, until the last couple of years. But Brusdar Graterol is one of the Twins' top prospects, and he's number 63, maybe even higher on the MLB Top 100, which isn't bad. It's not great, but it's not bad. Especially when you consider a team like the Padres have like 1,000,001 top prospects, but you know, besides the point. So when it came out that this trade was going to be a 3-team trade, and Jock Peterson was involved, at first I was thinking, you know, that Peterson would go over and play first base for the Red Sox. Because the Twins, you know, have Donaldson, they have Sano, so that's third and first right there. So there's really no need for Peterson, because their outfield is pretty crowded too. Then I thought, well, I mean, you know, they are losing Betts, so Peterson could take over in right field, and Verdugo could be a platoon between the infield and outfield. Okay. But then it was reported that the Peterson trade was a whole separate trade in and of itself. And the Twins were involved, which obviously I just said with all that. But the Twins were receiving Kenta Maeda, and Brusdar Graterol was going technically to the Dodgers for Maeda, but then flipped to the Red Sox in the Betts and Price trade, which made it circulate into a 3-team trade. However, now with the whole, can Graterol start? Is he stuck as a reliever? Are we gonna have to make him our closer? What's going on? Which that would be a pretty dang good closer if you ask me. The Red Sox aren't really sure that they're getting enough value for Betts and Price, because the entire trade is Mookie Betts, I have it up on my board over here. Mookie Betts, David Price, and Cash go to the Dodgers. Alex Verdugo and Brusdar Graterol go to the Red Sox, and Kenta Maeda goes to the Twins. As of right now, everything is stopped. Completely stopped. They're trying to work out who's going where and how and when. Now, mind you, the thing is pitchers and catchers report in like 3 days, if that. So I don't know how that's gonna work. Like, is Maeda gonna go to Dodgers camp and then eventually ship out to Minnesota? Is Price gonna go to the Red Sox camp and eventually ship out to LA? Like, what's going on with that? I don't know. So my thoughts on the whole thing are, if the majority of the reports are saying that Graterol can still start, there shouldn't be a problem. And the Twins and the Dodgers, the Twins and the Red Sox are getting quite fed up with everything going on. To the Twins are to the point where they're about ready to pull out this whole deal, and either Boston and LA will have to incorporate a new third team or just make this trade essentially on their own and just figure out how to do it, which means guys like Gavin Lux, Dustin May, Will Smith may have to end up jumping ship over to Boston. I don't know what's going to happen. I'm kind of interested to see what's going to happen. I would love for this trade to work out because, honestly, I would love to see Kenta Maeda in Minnesota. You know, Minnesota missed out on Ryu. They missed out on Cole. They missed out on Keuchel, Alex Wood, Ryu, even though I think I said Ryu already. But Bumgarner. They missed out on all these players, all these star-quality pitchers. And to be able to get Kenta Maeda, and all you have to give up is a number 4 starter, I'm okay with that. I would be too if I was Minnesota. I'm not saying by any means that they should pull out of this trade. I'm not saying that they should stay in this trade. You know, they're going to do what they're going to do. The fact that the Red Sox are kind of pulling this to try and, in my opinion, they're pulling this to try and get more out of LA and Minnesota, maybe another prospect from each team. I'm telling you this right now. The package that Boston acquires is not going to be Alex Verdugo, Brusdar Graterol, Dustin May, and Nick Gordon. It's not going to happen. So, hopefully this trade can complete like within the next 24 to 48 hours, because we're going on 5-6 days now. But yeah. The other trade is Jock Peterson and Ross Stripling, and rumors of also outfielder Andy Pages, I don't know how true this is, going to the Los Angeles Angels for Luis Rengifo. Now that's a lot for a prospect. I don't know if there's going to be more prospects and maybe another major league player in there. I don't know how that's going to work. I know that, you know, the Dodgers needed to, you know, kind of clear out the outfield again, because we're kind of looking back to 2016, 2015 maybe, when they had, you know, Crawford, Puig, Kemp, Peterson getting ready to come up. Who else? They had like 3 or 4 other, like they had like 4 everyday outfielders, and then like 3 other, you know, platoon guys. So they had 7 outfielders on their major league roster, 2 catchers, 4 infielders, because 2 of the outfielders could also play the infield, so there was your platoon there, and then the rest were pitchers. Like, yes, it kind of makes it work, but at the same time, that's a lot, and that's kind of what they were looking with again. You know, you got Cody Bellinger, Jock Peterson, Chris Taylor, Kike Hernandez, Verdugo, Mookie Betts now. Like, you gotta make ship here. And the fact that with Betts, I'm cycling back for a second, with Betts, you now essentially have 2 MVP outfielders is just insane. Because if you think about it, this Dodgers organization should have won at least, I'm going to say 3 World Series this decade. I'm sorry, not this decade, this century rather. Since 2000 to now, they should have won at least 3 World Series. They haven't. And from 2016 to now, 2017 to now, they've been in the 2017 World Series, lost to the cheating Houston Astros. They were in the 2018 World Series, lost to the cheating Boston Red Sox, and lost in the NLDS to the, World Series champion Washington Nationals. Now, I'm not saying that the Nationals cheated. That's not where I'm going with this. I'm just saying it's ironic that the last 3 teams that the Dodgers have lost to have all won the World Series. They're going for it this year hard. You know, they're trying to get who will end up being a number 3, maybe even number 4 starter in David Price, who really is still on that Cy Young tier. Yes, he's probably not going to win another Cy Young in his career, but he's still a good pitcher. Yes, he just had a rough, like, last season and a half. And then you're getting an MVP right fielder in Mookie Betts. Plus, you're getting Luis Rengifo from the Angels as long as that trade goes through, because that trade is being held off because of the Betts trade, because they don't know what prospects and players are now going to change hands if this whole thing just falls apart. On top of that, they're trying to compete with the AL Yankees, because at this rate, in my opinion, the World Series is confirmed. It's confirmed the Yankees and Dodgers are going to the World Series this year. Yes, the Nationals are still a good team, and they've added quite a bit, but I do not foresee them getting past this stellar lineup that could look something like this right here, and I'll stick it up on the screen. Like, I mean, you got Betts, you got Verdugo, or not Verdugo, wow. You got Betts, you got Bellinger, you got Muncy, Seager, Turner, Smith. Christ. So, I don't know, that's just me. I'm ready for baseball. It's coming. Let's go. We will see what else happens. We just had the Rays and the Padres strike a trade Emilio Pagan for Manuel Margot and a prospect whose name I'm blanking on all of a sudden. So kind of a last-minute trade there. I still love... Nothing will ever top the last-minute trade of 2016 2015, 2016, where Craig Kimbrell got traded to the Padres. What was it, opening day? So we'll see what happens there. Anyway, guys, that is going to be it for me. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, share, and hit that notification bell. It's the number one way to help out the channel. Mookie Betts, David Price, Dodger Blue, Red Sox Red. I guess we'll see. And I'll be talking to you guys later. Peace, I'm out.